think I'm gonna have to turn the captions on. Enter Central Park. It's dark. It's winter in December. Love that. Iambic pentameter with the flow back and forth, off on with what he stresses with the syllables. Right, what have you done to me, bro? What are you doing to me? Oh my god, there is a unicorn. I'm watching a man dressed as a woman singing to a unicorn. And she's like jumping up and down like a Pikachu right now, about to electric thunderbolt shock me. Whoever sees this and subscribes right now, get a free pair of balls. They're either basketballs or soccer balls. Get your mind out of the gutter. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today is Friday. Happy post-Thanksgiving to you all. We have a hungover Knox who is here to celebrate this special day of ERB with you. And I thought, in celebration of the founding of our great nation, it is time to finally do George Washington versus William Wallace. Also, I got to give a quick shout out to the Patreon guys. If you like the preview and the intro, exclusive reactions and content on there. Also, we got to give a huge thanks. Please comment down below to Synthetic Evil, who requested this on the Patreon. Put this on my radar. So here we go. One last announcement, guys. If you like the sexy chicken t-shirts, it is the perfect holiday and time of year for it. I have a 20% off Black Friday sale going on the site right now. All hoodies, all snapbacks, all music, signed merchandise, and of course, exclusive sexy chicken t-shirts. Game on. But anyways, we know what we're here for. ERB, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got.
George Washington. There's a difference between you and me, Willie. I fought till I was actually free, Willie. I got my face on a quarter. You got drawn and quartered. Tortured on the orders of a king, really? How's it be?
I don't know what is more disrespectful, these bars or the way he keeps trolling him by going, Willie. Get it free, Willie. Shout out to my childhood and that beautiful killer orca whale that would eat your soul if you ended up in the water with it. But man, was it gorgeous. Free Willie. I'm glad he got saved in the end. I'm in a rare one today. This is post-Thanksgiving Knox. This is hungover Knox. This is I ate too much turkey. Thank God it's not sexy chicken Knox. By the way, huge shout out to Black Friday sale, knoxhilldmv.com. Let's break down bars this time and actually try to do something with my life.
There's a difference between you and me, Willie. I fought till I was actually free, Willie. I got my face on a quarter.
I fought till I was actually free. That is good because both of them started their revolutions, were a part of their rebellions, and obviously George Washington won his because the United States of America was formed after that. Unfortunately for William Wallace, he did not succeed in getting independence for Scotland. And you could say, you know, even though Scotland is its own country today, it technically is still a part of the Commonwealth and is still attached to England, being a part of Great Britain. But hey, Scottish succession, that is a discussion for another day.
You got drawn and quartered, tortured on the orders of a king. Really?
Drawn and quartered, tortured on the orders of a king. I love that order, dude. Just that nice internal rhyme scheme right there. I love when they pepper in those more condensed schemes. And obviously being drawn and quartered, that is just not a way to go out. And actually William Wallace, it's not just being drawn and quartered, it's being hung, drawn, and quartered. So basically they hang you until you're about to die, and then right before you think lights out, it's the end, they cut you down from that. Wow, is this going to be too descriptive for YT? I don't know, we'll find out. But anyways, after that, they attach you to some horses, and they go, nay, horses. Yeah, pull your ass apart. And then after that, they chop off your willy and your organs, and it's, yeah, quite a way to go. There you go. Happy post-Thanksgiving, people. Hey, sexy chicken merchandise, knoxhilldmv.com. Damn it, I can't even talk. Sexy chicken merchandise, the greatest sale, 20% off right now. When it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. You cannot put gravy on this one.
You got drawn and quartered, tortured on the orders of a king, really? How's it hit beef I do name Lawson? Your hot dog didn't cut off your beef rings.
It's just not an ERB without the PP jokes. And in this case, the PP jokes goes even deeper because he's playing off of hot dogs and bean franks and getting hot dog, right? Like you're showing off. But really you got nothing to show for it, and you got your willy chopped off in the end. That hurts me. That does. And then there was another good one in there.
Really? How's it get beef by dude named Longshanks?
Oh yeah, dude named Longshanks. Because which one was it? Was it a William or a Henry at the time? God, I can't remember which of my English kings there are. British history, bit too long for me. But he was named Longshanks because he had like really long legs, almost feminine like legs. So he's trolling him for that with the Longshanks line.
Dog didn't cut off your beef ring. I'm money like a national bank. Ain't nobody more street than Big G.
What the hell was that? There was like this high-pitched noise.
Dog didn't cut off your beef ring. I'm money like a national bank.
That was like a weird, almost like violin strike or something. Violin just got murdered in the background.
Beef by dude named Longshanks. Your hot dog didn't
Oh my god, I didn't even notice GW's teeth, man. They really did not have dentists back in that day.
cut off your beef ring. I'm money like a national bank. Ain't nobody more street than Big G.
I'm money like a national bank, like money what I'm doing, but also literally money, and also that goes even deeper because he signed into existence, chartering the first national bank as we know it. Thank you, GW. And then he got his name printed on money, literally. And then also he's more street, get it? Like being more street in hip-hop, being street, being a part of that culture. That's a flex in and of itself, but also literally being more street because there are so many streets. George Washington Boulevard in D.C., New York City, all over the place. Just many streets and GW Park. I mean, parkways, just all kinds of things named after the man who was our first president.
Didn't cut off your beef ring. I'm money like a national bank. Ain't nobody more street than Big G. Stone face with a grill and sheep king. I'm Mel Gibson.
Stoneface with a grill. Stoneface, obviously relating to his expression is very stony in a lot of pictures and portraits of him. Also, shout out to, what did I want to say there? And also the stony face lines because he is also on Mount Rushmore. Literally has a giant stone statue carved of his big ass head on there and his wig.
Ain't nobody more street than Big G. Stone face with a grill and sheep king. I'm Mel.
And then the sheep teeth. I'm guessing, I don't know that one, but we all know that they had messed up teeth back then, and he wasn't exactly known for his winning smile. But maybe instead of dentures, he had sheep teeth as his fake teeth that were put in. Okay, that's a grill. You know how rappers flex with a grill? Well, in this case, he's flexing with a grill of sheep teeth. That's delicious.
National bank. Ain't nobody more street than Big G. Stone face with a grill and sheep king. I'm Mel Gibson. Movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day in a DC. Roll up in.
Ooh.
I'm Mel Gibson. Movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day in a DC.
I got a state in a day in a DC. Get it? Washington, D.C. Shout out to the home team, baby. And this one coming through to represent also Washington State out west. And then a day, President's Day, is celebrated on GW's birthday. That is a flex right there. And what he's saying, if it wasn't for Braveheart, if it wasn't for that movie and Mel Gibson, not a lot of people would be aware of who William Wallace is. A lot of Scots would know, that's for certain, but not a lot of Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Face with a grill and sheep king. I'm Mel Gibson. Movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day in a DC. Roll up in a boat.
I love how there's fireworks going on behind him, like Independence Day, celebrating fireworks as he's rapping with the battle. Nice. And then it's just like little sort of like hip-hop-y things that you would not picture coming out of GW's mouth. But he is in a rap battle right now, like just a different going on at the end of it, just to add a little bit of peppered rhythm to it.
I'm Mel Gibson. Movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day in a DC. Roll up in a boat. Stroll. Sleep and cut your throat. Stroll. I watch the blood flow. Now who's got that red coat?
Ooh, hang on.
Movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day in a DC. Roll up in a boat.
Get it? Stroke, rolling up in a boat. But in this case, that's also shouting. I was trying to figure this out.
Sleep and cut your throat. Stroll. I watch the blood flow. Now who's got that red coat?
All right, so the British infamously wore the red coats. They were known as the red coats. The red coats are coming. We all know that story. But in this case, one of Washington's few victories in the Revolutionary War. That's right. He kind of sucked. He lost a lot, but he managed to do a good job retreating and not getting caught. That was really his kind of calling card. Anyways, we'll We'll get on that. I'm sure we will. We like history around these parts. But Washington felt like his troops, after being totally demoralized and embarrassed after losing a few different battles, he needed to get an easy W. So what did he do? He went and attacked. He actually didn't attack the British. He attacked some Germans, some Hessian mercenaries over near New Jersey, and he crossed the Delaware River, and he did it overnight during Christmas time. So they were all celebrating, hungover, worn out, didn't know when an attack was coming, and he surprise attacked him. And yeah, slit a lot of throats. A lot of blood was spilled. Get a blood spilling red coat. There we are.
Leaping country I watch the blood flow. Now who's got that red?
Also a place to him literally telling them to stroke, to row their way, going across the Delaware River in the icy depths of winter. And they could also take the stroke a little bit more violently, like a stroke across your throat.
Look at you in your little blousey outfit, looking like a stiffer white dick than your monument.
Oh no! And your little blousey. I love the Scottish accent from Lloyd and the bagpipes playing as he come in. Oh, that is just brilliant right there. Look at him just trolling him for his outfit when he's got the man skirt on that I do love and enjoy.
Outfit, looking like a stiffer white dick than your monument.
Oh no! Actually, wait, he's wearing a kilt, but hang on, that's historically inaccurate. I get what we want to do because of the Scottish thing, but William Wallace did not actually wear a kilt. And yeah, there's a shit ton of historical inaccuracies within Braveheart. But this has a little bit of that feel. That kind of like drunken Scottish. I'm here to play.
The outfit, looking like a stiffer white dick than your monument.
I'll knock you the... Another dick joke. Get it? The Washington Monument. Big, giant pee-pee in the sky, calling out to the aliens up there, but also he literally looks like a dick, and he looks very stiff. Remember the Stony references that Washington actually made himself? Well, he's playing on that.
Fit, looking like a stiffer white dick than your monument. I'll knock you the fuck out, mate. You died owning slaves, and I'd set men free.
I like that. I'll knock you the fuck out, man. Like, that's just, don't fuck with me. He's going Gerard Butler. This is Sparta. On us right now.
I'll knock you the fuck out, mate. You died owning slaves, and I'd set men free. That's the Highland way. This parapet cut and beat.
Wow, that might be the hardest bar so far. Hey, you over there, you're gonna celebrate getting yourself free when in actuality you had plantations, bro, and a ton of slaves, and you used to whip your slaves. Yeah, there is definitely a checkered and dark past to GW as well. In this case, I love how he takes that, disses him, while at the same time using it to compliment himself and to have a flex up on that. He died trying to set men free, right? The British looked down on the Scotsmen. Well, the English, shall I say, in this case, but the way that they were treated, they treated the Scots as, below them, because they saw English culture as civilized, as them, bringing the way forward, the great English growth and spread of empire. And in this case, you had the Scots who were, especially in the Highlands, more sort of tribalized. They saw them as wild. They saw them as barbaric. They needed to be tamed. Hence the clash between the English and the Scottish in William Wallace's time. Hang on.
That's the Highland way. This parapet.
Wow, there's some really good wordplay mix in this. I wish I was just a bit more clued in to catch it all. Scot-free, getting away scot-free, that's saying, but also playing off of the term Scottish, scot-free. Very clever, setting the Scots free. Ooh, that's a triple we just got there.
You died owning slaves, and I'd set men free. That's the Highland way. This parapet cut and beat me in a foot race.
This power, just Lloyd's accent while rapping in Scottish. I'm really enjoying this right now. Powdered prick couldn't beat me in a foot race. You can't run with me. Famous saying, like trying to keep up with me, run with me as a rapper. But also, I'm thinking of going to like Natty's games, and they have the infamous presidential race, the big ass presidential heads, and like they all race each other. Like Washington runs, Lincoln runs. Someone always falls down. Someone always cheats, and then you pick who's gonna win in the end, and everybody hooray for presidential running. Getting it? Like running up a vote, but in this case, the literal race. Yeah. Everybody likes their puns in this world, even in baseball.
And I'd set men free. That's the Highland way. This parapet.
And this is definitely a hit.
Out, mate. You died owning slaves, and I'd set men free.
A lot of doubles in this one.
It's the Highland way. This parrot prick cut and beat me in a foot race. I was emasculated, eviscerated. And then jumped off and they put it on a plate. And I still find time to bust the garlic lime and rip.
Oh, now that is not something you would go home and run with. All right, I'm done. I'm done. But I like I was saying right there, hey, yeah, I did have all these terrible things happen to me, but...
Eviscerated, and then jumped off and they put it on a plate. And I still find time to bust the garlic lime and rip your Yankee Doodle arse on the mic.
Still find time to bust a Gaelic rhyme. Fun known fact about Gaelic, because we always attribute it to the Irish, which it is attributed to the Irish, and then the Irish brought it over into Scotland, so they are connected through Gaelic, but Scottish Gaelic is quite different from Irish Gaelic that is spoken, not to be confused between Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic and their own Scottish language that evolved and developed from there. But that is always their link, and also the fact that they hate the English and always want to get away from the English.
Face off your moolah! Find time to bust the garlic lime and rip your Yankee Doodle arse on the mic. I'll knock your face off your moolah! I'm a goobra!
Moolah, right? Knock your face off your own money, your moolah. Also, I figure he's telling him he's going to get beheaded. And then he does some Gaelic rapping, and I can't translate that.
I'll knock your face off your moolah! I'm a goobra! Father, but no children. Cross the Delaware, but your soldiers can't swim. That's Washington. Such a shame.
Founding father, but no children. Cross the Delaware, but your soldiers can't swim. Wow. Oh, my God. Soldiers can't swim because, yeah, I'm sure a lot of them didn't know how to swim then when they crossed the Delaware. So shit went south. That wouldn't have gone well. But also, the one that hit me right away was founding father of our country, but literally he left no descendants. So implying right there, that's a little bit of diss. Like, hey, maybe you were omnipotent, right? Maybe you had something going on down there that wasn't right, but your soldiers can't swim. Your little GW spermies getting all up in there and leaving some descendants. Nice work.
Father, but no children. Cross the Delaware, but your soldiers can't swim. That's Washington. Such a shite tactician. The fucking British Army didn't even want him. Up Wallace.
Oh, this is true. Listen, Washington was a great tactician, not on the battlefield. In terms of like bigger picture stuff and like keeping the army together, motivating, inspiring troops, holding up the revolution at the time. There were a lot of things that he did really well, and he was a good politician. He knew how to play that game. Different allies, dealing with enemies, knew how to speak, knew how to carry himself. He was great at that. He was great at like the back office stuff, but like being in the field, he lost a lot of battles. I talked about this a little bit earlier. There are a lot of battles he lost. Brandywine, lost a shit ton up in New York. He did a lot of retreating. The one thing that he got correct was that he didn't get his ass caught. Almost got his ass shot a few times. Didn't get caught. Lost some key strategic points as well along the way. So we can't even really give him that as much. And then really his calling card was just waiting until Cornwallis fucked up. And then laying siege on them when they were trying to wait for reinforcements. But meanwhile, the British were just tearing up the South and destroying us down there. Yeah, again, two things he did well. One, retreating, and then two, carrying out the war for as long as possible till the British got tired of it. Cornwallis surrendered, and they're like, man, we don't really feel like fighting you anymore. We got too much other important shit to worry about. This is just getting annoying trying to deal with you and get rid of you. But, if it came down to it, if the British ironically actually decided, yeah, America's worth it, we're going to keep fighting for it, they probably would have beat us in the end. I'm just being honest. That's just how bad Washington was as a military tactician in the field trying to deal with stuff. I mean, yeah, he was greatly outnumbered, out-resourced, etc., but the French did help, and they did ally with us, and they did give us a lot of help in the end in encircling Cornwallis, and they blocked the whole Chesapeake Bay and made sure that ships couldn't get in and supplies couldn't get in, so they were hugely pivotal in our own revolution and independence. We didn't do it all ourselves, guys, and all the trolling that we do with the French, they did actually help us in the end. Go freedom fries. All right, let's continue.
Can't swim, that's Washington, such a shite tactician. The fucking British Army didn't even want him. Up Wallace.
Oh, yeah, and Washington wanted to be a part of the British Army, and he was a part of the British Army, but he wanted to get promoted, but he never was, and there was like this whole friendly fire incident that he had, and yeah, the British Army they didn't trust him. Also, he's from the colonies, so he was never going to make it.
Soldiers can't swim, that's Washington, such a shite tactician. The fucking British Army didn't even want him. Up Wallace, I'm flawless. They hid in your office, I suffer great losses. I pop my kill, strap my sword and my hilt, step on the battlefield, and I'm ready to kill.
I pop my kilt, on my sword and my hilt, I'm on the battlefield. I like how he says battlefield in his Scottish accent to rhyme it with kilt and hilt. And that's just a nice da 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 da. I told you, there's some nice flows to this, man. I love when they get those internal rhymes on. And a lot more trolling again, like, hey, you're good in the back office. Me, I was a beast. I was renowned as one of the greatest fighters of my generation and of my time. So if you want to bring it on.
In your office, I suffer great losses. I pop my kilt, strap my sword and my hilt, step on the battlefield, and I'm ready to kill. And though you
also, we know that the kilt is politically, historically inaccurate.
politicians straight down to hell. The only one.
I was reading the politician.
My sword and my hilt, step on the battlefield, and I'm ready to kill. And though you politicians straight down to hell. The only Washington that trusts is Denzel. Is that the best you?
Shout out to Denzel Washington. What was it, Jadakiss line? Why did Denzel have to be crooked before he took it when he won his first Oscar? It's so true, though. I mean, Training Day is a great movie. Denzel definitely earned it there, but he earned the Oscar a long time ago before that.
Hid in your office, I suffer great losses. I pop my kilt, strap my sword and my hilt, step on the battlefield, and I'm ready to kill. And though you politicians straight down to hell. The only Washington that trusts is Denzel. Is that the best you got for me? I chopped down an MC like a cherry tree. See power, that's what the...
Washington the cherry tree, when he was like 6, he was given, a hatchet, went and chopped down really tough cherry tree for a 6-year-old to chop down. But when his dad asked him about it, he admitted to it, and it showed his honesty from it. That has been shown to be a fable, and ironically, it was a lie that was told to reinforce Washington's honesty in his biography, using a lie to reinforce the truth. Yeah, doesn't always work well, does it? And of course, we've got Wallace playing off of the distrust of politicians that a lot of people have nowadays, anyways, and the political elite that there is. And, in a way, Washington was also the founder of that within our country, being one of the first politicians, I suppose. Wow, there's a lot of trolling happening in Washington, but it's mainly because, Wallace is really hitting. These are some really good bars and lines.
Is that the best you got for me? I chopped down an MC like a cherry tree. See power, that's what the meaning of my flag is. Donations famous for golf and haggis. I'm fabulous.
Oh, the Scottish did give us the great game of golf. They also gave us haggis. If you guys haven't had that, I'm not going to spoil the surprise of what's inside that. They also have given us a lot of really good whiskey that I do enjoy.
See power, that's what the meaning of my flag is. Donations famous for golf and haggis. I'm fabulous, from my head to my shoe buckle. Step to me or catch a knee to the moose knuckle. And the NATO.
From the knee to the moose knuckle again, he's going to knee you in the cojones, my friend.
I'm fabulous, from my head to my shoe buckle. Step to me or catch a knee to the moose knuckle. And the NATO when I'll drown. I'm dressed like a pimp, best moves at the bow. McGavin, McLivin,
Don't wear no draws. Best. He's a pimp at the bow. The bow. Makes me think of like Lil Jon. From the window to the wow. See the sweat drop down, ma. Yeah, you can finish that line. But he's playing off a ball, like dancing at the ball, but also like having no balls because, again, Wallace was snipped up, wasn't he?
Boomstuckle, and the NATO when I'll drown. I'm dressed like a pimp, best moves at the bow. McGavin, McLivin, McScooya. Cock block, more Scott than Hadrian's wild. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that was one of the best lines that Washington's had so far. I love the wordplay in this historical reference there. Cock blocked more Scots than Hadrian's Wall when the Romans invaded Great Britain at the time, and they invaded England, took control of England. They built Hadrian's Wall to keep out the barbaric Scotsmen, so in a way they couldn't come down and rape and pillage and do what they wanted, so they literally got cock-blocked, didn't they, by Hadrian's Wall. That's a nice one. And then McLavin, just plain all different. McCormick, and, just put a Mick in front of it, and probably got a good way to do a Scots name. Mick Hill.
I don't give a shite about your fancy clothes. You ripped all those on a slave black folk. Blue weed and you made him bro. But if you think...
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
About your fancy clothes. You ripped all those on a slave black folk. Blue weed and you made him bro. But if you think I'll beat me, you must be having a smoke. Oh, Joe.
Again, on Washington's plantations, he had lots of slaves, people. Cat's kind of out of the bag on that one. It's a nice flip for Wallace to use against him. But playing off of that, ironically, hemp, that was made illegal for the longest time, and weed and all of that within our country. Washington was definitely growing hemp. And, if you do hemp in a different direction, you can do good old cannabis as well. So... see what he's implying here.
Black folk, blue weed and you made him bro. But if you think I'll beat me, you must be having a smoke. Oh, Joe, don't tee off with me, lad. If you held my balls, you couldn't be my cadet. My style's ice cold.
Don't tee off with me, get it? Playing off of the golf jokes, and it's even better because he was being dissed for what do you know for being Scottish, haggis, and golf. So he takes that, he owns it, wears it like armor, and he flips it back on him. And I like the caddy lines. holding his balls like a caddy, holding golf balls, walking around with your clubs.
Smoke, Joe! Don't tee off with me, lad. If you held my balls, you couldn't be my caddy. My style's ice cold, yours is old as Chevy. You're the father of your country, but I'm your daddy.
Who's your daddy? Oh, I'm gonna have to enjoy that one more time.
Style's ice cold, yours is old as Chevy. You're the father of your country, but I'm your daddy.
I guess what he's implying there is obviously a lot of settlers who came over were from Scotland and England. So in a loose way, there could be a chance that he was his daddy. And he's got some of his, boys swimming on into that GW family tree line. Or he could just be owning him on this track, like owning him like his daddy. Yeah, there's a lot of low blows on this. You get me? Oh, this looks like a long one. It was like a string sound that just got thrown in there. It just used to hit at random moments in that production, man. It was throwing off the beat a little bit. Right, who's gonna win this one? Honestly, I'm super biased going into this. I do still like GW and what he accomplished for us. There were a lot of dark shades to his character and a lot of skeletons in his closet. That's for damn certain. But William Wallace had quite a few skeletons in his closet as well. But in terms of this battle, I mean, he dug up more of Washington's than Washington did of his. Yeah, that was vicious, man. I might have to give it to Wallace in this one. ERB, you were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys like today's video. Yes, wow, I can't believe I made it to the end. I'm struggling, but this is my dedication for you all as a human being living in planet Earth. That did not go as planned. Okay, see you guys again. I'm out.